We're going to make a game called the Substitution Game. And what you need to make this game is 2 or 3 sheets of scrap paper. They can have something printed on one side as long as the other side is blank. 2 crayons, 2 different colors, a pencil, pair of scissors. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the playing cards. They look like this. There's 2 different types. And the way that we make these is we take a sheet of paper, fold it lengthwise, now we're going to cut along this fold. Fold it again lengthwise. You want to get this pretty carefully done. It wants to be pretty accurate. And then we're going to cut along that sheet. And we want them all, we want 4 strips the same width. So if you're brave, you can try holding 2 sheets of paper together and hope they don't slip too much while you're cutting them. That's what I'm going to do. Now we've got 4 strips, all just about exactly the same width. Now we want to turn them into squares, so we're going to take one of the strips, put it over another one, line it up exactly right there, and then put a line right there. Now that's pretty close to being a square. So we just fold, and then fold again, and fold again, one last time. And there should be just a little strip left over. You can cut that off if you want to. Now just unfold this and put those 4 strips together. Line them up carefully at this end. Oops, I didn't do it very carefully, did I? Then, remember we trimmed this one off, so we can trim the other 3. Now, I'm just going to hold them tight together and cut across all 4 at once. Now, if your scissors aren't good enough to cut across all 4 at once, you can just cut the strips one by one. Just fold each strip the way I showed you how to fold it, so that you have, and then you're going to cut on the folds for each strip. So my scissors are pretty good. So I was able to cut all 4 at once. And since we got 5 squares out of each strip, and there's 4 strips, we have 20 cards. All right, let's put those aside for the moment. I'm just going to put them right up there. Now the next thing we got to do is make the rule cards. The rule cards look like this. These are easier to make. So we're going to do the same thing again. Fold this sheet lengthwise. Going to cut along the fold. And take one of them, fold it lengthwise. Oops. I get it pretty good there. I'm letting it be a little slop. Now I got it straightened out. All right. And then again, if you're willing to cut two, if you're brave and you want to cut two at once, hold them tight together. And again, if your scissors aren't good enough to cut 2 sheets of paper at once, you can cut all 4 strips separately. Whatever works for you. So now again, we've got 4 strips. This time we don't have to cut them into little squares. We want them half of one of these. So I'm going to take one of these, fold it in half, and we're going to cut along that fold. So there's the fold, there's my scissors. Now I have 8 rule cards and 20 playing cards. Now each playing card needs to have either a circle or a square. And you want 10 circles and 10 squares. And then I like to color them in because it's much easier to play the game if you've got both shapes and colors. So I'm making my circles red, just because I happen to like red. And then I'm going to take the yellow crayon and make all the squares yellow. And you just keep on doing that. All right, so now I'm done. I've got 10 yellow square cards and 10 red circle cards. Now the next thing to do is to make the rule cards. And here's how you make a rule card. I'm going to say that square plus square plus circle equals circle. Now I'm going to color these in. And you want to make 8 of these rule cards. Now I'm going to show you all the rule cards that I made. So you can make up different rule cards as you want, or you can just copy these. This is a good start if you don't feel like making up your own. Now I'm going to show you how to play the game. So the first thing we want to do is take the rule cards and shuffle them. We don't know what order they're in. Leave them face down. Now I'm going to take all the playing cards and I shuffle them. Now I'm going to deal out a row of playing cards. However they come off the pile is how they come off the pile. And you can do a much longer row. I'm just going to do a short row to show you how to play the game. You can do all 20 if you have enough space. The longer the row of cards, the longer it'll take you to play the game. Now we deal out the top 2 rule cards, and you turn them up so that it goes this way with the equation side pointing that direction. So those are our 2 rule cards. Then what we look for is, in this row of cards, we want to look for circle, square, circle. And there's circle, square, circle. So what we can do is we can take out those 3 cards and put in 1 square card, because circle, square, circle equals a square. And then we get to take those 2 cards out. Now we can look at the rule cards. Circle, square, square equals square. Here's circle, square, square. So we can take those out and put 1 square card in their place, because circle, square, square equals square. So we get to put 1 square card in its place. Now, is there anything else we can do? Well, we look at the rule cards. They both have circles in them, and there's no circles left here. So we've gone as far as we can go. And the idea is the best game that you play is when you get down to, and you only have 1 playing card left. But as you can see, I've got 3 playing cards left, which isn't bad, but it isn't good. So you can play this game over and over again, and it's different every time you play it, because every time you play it, you're going to deal out new rule cards, and there's going to be a new arrangement of playing cards. I find this game is pretty addictive because you want to play it again and again until it finally comes out right.